Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We are back again. And this is the last banger of the year, y'all. This is the last banger of the year, y'all. That's a lot. That's the last banger of the year, and I got one. Y'all know I keep one, man. But like I always say, before I start my videos off, I have no problem delivering this content to the people that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5, everybody that's out there with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to listen to in the morning, man. And I promise y'all there's no problem on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I only ask for one thing, and that's for y'all to just stay out the way from me, man. That's it. And we're going to stay out the way, man, because it's 2026, man. We're just going to the new year with momentum, man, of staying out the way. Let's do it, man. Let's not go into the new year with our same stupid habits, man. We can't go into a new year like that, man. We can't, man. We can't keep throwing rocks at this place that I'm talking about, man. I'm trying to keep y'all away from this place. That's all I've been trying to do ever since I've been on YouTube, man, is to try to scare y'all away from this place that I keep talking about, man. Like, it was a horrible experience for me, man. As a young dude and as an adult, I had both levels. I was in there young and I was in there in my 30s, man. So, like, I saw it all. I experienced it all, man. I don't want y'all to go through that, man. Change it up for me, please, man. Please, man. Just change it up for me. That's all I want y'all to do, is not go to jail. That's all I'm asking y'all to do, man. Just to stay out the way, live your life as somebody that's out here where you can just do whatever you want. Once they got the cuffs on you, man, it's a wrap, man. I'm telling you, man. So please, man, do it for yourself, man. It's 2026. You gotta stay out here, man. We gotta be out here, people. That's all that matters, is staying out the way and being out here and not going to jail. That's what really matters, y'all. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. That's the last banger of the year game. So what I need y'all to do with this one, chance subscribe this way, y'all. Let's get this. Let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Had That Monkey. Part 1. Crazy story, crazy situation, but we are well. We in penitentiary, man. Crazy things happen all the time. And I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, I had met some strange, but, you know, not really weird. I'm gonna say strange, man, because people use stuff to their advantage, man. I have seen it in there, man. Regardless of what I'm about to talk about, I have seen people just use whatever they think they have, whatever leverage they have in prison, they use it to their advantage. And sometimes I can't blame these people, because it's about survival. And I tell y'all that in a lot of my stories, and surviving is the #1 thing that you have to do when you in there. So these people I'm talking about, man, like, they just try to kind of like just use what they have to their advantage, and hopefully it gets them through. But you got to be careful in a place called prison, man, because you never know what to expect. So with that being said, though, we are on Susses 2 for this, y'all. We are on Susses 2. And I can remember being in 4B for this one. This is around the time, kind of like, you know, I done been in almost every part in 4 building. When I finally hit 4B, I have hit every part in 4 building except the non-tobacco part, which was right next door in 4A. So I've been everywhere almost on the whole compound except for 1 building, man. But at the end of the day, man, like, my troubles that I used to bring upon me, man, used to be all just because I couldn't really stop messing with the la-la, man. Like, they couldn't get me on nothing else. I learned to be smart. I learned not to get caught lacking. I learned not to hold stuff in my cell that I know they can try to come get me on. The only thing they used to be able to come get me on, y'all, was them la-la charges, man. And, like, I used to take it, man. I wasn't even mad. Like, I used to be upset that my family, my mom would be upset that I'm in the hole again. She ain't gonna be able to see me or whatever the case. I'm gonna lose my visits. Everything. All that used to hurt when I used to go to the hole for them la-la cases, man. So, like, me getting out the hole now this time around, it was wild because I didn't even supposed to go to 4B. But I ended up going to 4Bs because they end up, when she hit my intercom earlier and told me I was getting out the hole, she told me I was going back to 4D where I was just at. So when I was about to leave and they opened my door to come out the cell in the hole, she told me I was going to 4B. So I wasn't even tripping. Like, for real, I didn't know a lot of people in 4B at the time. All my homeboys, everybody I knew from the town basically was in 2 buildings or upstairs. But at the end of the day, when you getting out the hole, you just want to get out the hole. So I was just happy just to get out, you know what I mean? So I get out, I walk to 4B, I go in there. They put me in a cell with this dude named Just. He was a cool dude, man. Just was from Hampton. He used to cut hair. He wasn't a dude that used to push stuff. He would mind his business, cut his hair, do his little hustle. Liked to mess with the la-la from time to time. So when I moved in, that's what I saw him doing as soon as I moved in. So of course, he asked me, did I want to mess with the la-la? I was like, yo, bro, I just got out the hole. Let me see what's going on. I was like, how I being here? He trying to explain, but you never could know. So I just basically was just trying to enjoy freedom when I was in there, man. So I got my property straight. I'm in there for a while now. I see what's going on. It's mostly gambling. A lot of Richmond guys in here. It wasn't a whole lot that was like out of control. I ain't really spot no predators or psychos or nothing like that off the rip. But still though, I see that it's kind of like a laid back pod. It was just like any other pod. It just, I knew more people in the other blocks. So I'm down here just trying to adapt. I'm just trying to be able to handle being down here in this block, man. So like my first few weeks down there wasn't bad. I ain't gonna lie, like no problems, just chilling out, relaxing. And I ain't gonna lie, I got back to messing with the la-la. I got back to messing with the la-la. That jump be hard, man. I'm telling you, man, like that used to be like my force shield, man. Like I'm telling you, man, my kryptonite game, man. Like I need that la-la. So like I got back to messing with the la-la strictly behind my roommate. My roommate was messing with the la-la crazy. So now we in there chilling. That's all we used to do. So around this time right here, Sussin started playing movies. And it was like a good time around this time, man, to play movies. And we just chill. And like the dude that was playing the movies, he would play movies all through the week. Now, we know on the weekend, we coming with those 3 movies, of those 3 bangers. But like through the week, he's just playing a bunch of stuff that we never seen the uncut version on. So like, I'm just chilling, messing with the la-la, kick back, watching my TV, staying out the way, y'all. That's what I'm doing in the joint, man. So like, I started working out just to try to find something else to do. I started trying to just occupy myself with time, going outside, hollering at my homeboy, working out while I'm out there, come back in the pod, do a little push-ups in the pod. I'm trying to do something else. I'm trying to change it up, even though I'm messing with the la-la, but I'm basically just trying to blend in at this moment. So all this going on, y'all already know it always got to be a little interruption while you always having a good time in your bed. You don't supposed to have a good time in your bed, but every time your bed is going smooth, there's always a little interruption slightly if you want it to be, or if it happens because you didn't want it to be. It's always going to be interruptions, man. So they end up moving this dude in the block, man. Like, you know, I didn't even notice when he moved in. I'm fairly new to the block, so I didn't even notice when this guy moved in. So he's like, yeah, that's Robert from such and such. You don't know? I'm like, nah, I don't know him. He was like, yeah, he all right, man. Yeah, he all right, but like, man, he kind of crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. I said, he kind of crazy. I was like, what cell in? He was like, man, they moved him in cell 11. So they put him in cell 11 with this other old head dude that was from, I think he was from Petersburg or something like that. He wasn't from Richmond. I want to say he was from Petersburg. He was an older guy. You know what I mean? So they moved him in the cell with him. So when he tell me that, I look over at Robert, and Robert just looking like super duper serious, like kind of like, you know what I mean? He got a serious face. I don't see him interacting with nobody for real. He just standing in the pod, just looking up at the TV, got his whole uniform on slightly. He just, you know what I mean? Just focusing on the TV slightly. Like, you know, he probably scanning to see who's watching him, because everybody's always watching to see who the new guy is, man. But he's just standing there looking crazy, looking up at that pod. So after about 10 minutes, you know what I mean? I'm about to get the hot water. You hear, you look, you seen the CO coming in the door. Then you seen the lady for medical coming in the door. The lady for medical pushing a little cart. Like, you don't see the lady for medical come to your pod for a pill call, basically. Like on Sussex, they was doing pill call in the pod. Like the medical will come to your pod and you come out and get your medicine, stuff like that. So when I hear the police noise, I instantly look back. I see the CO and the lady coming in. So I'm like, man, this medical. I'm like, they kind of early. Like, I never seen them come this early, but you know, it's a new dude in the pod. So I was assuming they had to be coming for him. And I was right, because as soon as they came in, they called his last name, Robert. They called his last name, and he walked over there. When he walked over there, the man was taking like a lot of pills. Like, the only reason, like, we in the pod. So I'm standing over by the phones. He right there in the front. So like, my view was right here where he was at first. Now I can just see right here. So I'm standing over by the phones, and I see him. He go over there. He the only person that go to the pill joint. And he over that joint, he just, whoosh. Then she had him another joint. He was like, and she was like, open your mouth, He was like, because you got to show you took the medicine. He like, He did, pause like 4 times. He was like, So I ain't pay that no mind either. I ain't pay that no mind. I'm like, man, so he take his medicine, he leave. So we about to go to Child. So we walk into Child, you know what I mean? So I see another dude from the town. Cause when we going to Child, 4A is the part that's beside us, they're coming back the long way. So we come in the regular way, they come back the long way. So I see a dude that know, hey, Robert. So he looked back like, you know what I mean? He kind of looked back. And then when I heard his voice, kind of like, yeah. Like he had like, that Joe son, I might can't even hit this man voice, man. Word, I might can't even hit it, y'all. Word, that man was like, yeah. He was like, hey, look, when you get up here. He was like, I just got out the hole. He was like, all right, come outside tomorrow. So when we walking, I hear the jump from behind me. Like I hear the conversation. So when I turn around, it was like something out of me just, like sometimes my jump be uncontrollable, you know what I mean? But I'm not in the par with this guy, whoever was talking to the dude Robert in my block. But I just so happened to, like on the look back, y'all, it was by accident. I was just like, that jump was like, it was like a quick jump because I was moving. I'm like, that jump crack. I said, oh, so dude in our par shake, rattle, and roll? Dude was like, I don't know, he might. Then another dude that wasn't even with us, that was walking with us, was like, yo, for real, man, like you know, they said that dude got that thing. I'm like, he got that thing. They were like, yeah. I was like, what's that thing? He was like, that monkey. I was like, the monkey? Now, I haven't heard about this, man, but to know that it's a dude freely walking around our par with that thing, y'all, that's why my antenna started to go up, y'all. So, boom, I had to get on point. Like, it made me kind of like, you know, prison couldn't get no worse. And I'm not saying it's like these people that have these situations are bad people. I'm not saying that. But in prison, it's different. Like, you're in a free world, it's a different situation. But in prison, we're boxed in. We don't, like, dudes is already pinoid. The only thing we got on our mind is getting back out there to our families and being healthy in the process. You know what I mean? Like, now, if you shake, rattling, and rolling, you rolling the dice. I ain't gonna lie, you rolling the dice. But me scanning the dude that was in 4A gave me Predator vibes or whatever the case. Like, that kind of add up to now they saying that this dude Robert got the thing. So as we get close to the child, dude's like, yeah, I heard the same thing. He got that thing. So it became a debate, like, he way behind us a little bit, but it became a debate like, oh, you can't be in the population and you ain't got that. And a couple of old heads was like, yes, you can. I know a lot of dudes I was locked up with that had that thing. They got that monkey and they can be in our population. Yeah, they can be in population. So I started thinking like, yo, for real, what do they care? Like, they wouldn't like, what they gonna put somebody in the hole if you got that? Nah, they gonna let you roam around. You know what I mean? Not saying they can't roam around, but like dudes like us that's trapped in a box, that's doing years of time, like we gotta be on point about this situation. And that's how I was putting it, y'all. Like, I ain't care what nobody thought or how paranoid I was gonna be or how cautious I was gonna be, man. All I know is I couldn't go home with that stuff. You know what I mean? I couldn't go home. I'm sorry that he has it, but I couldn't go home with that stuff. This is the situations that everybody's talking about. So I'm just like, yo, like, I'm just gonna be on point about the joint. You know what I mean? So we go eat and come back. So we go eat and come back. I don't know if he heard us, or I don't know if Robert seen, or like somebody was like, yo, you know they talking about you got the monkey. And it was like, it was basically the younger guys in the block, dudes my age from Richmond, dudes my age from Norfolk, Tidewater. We was the ones that was talking about it going to the chow hall. Now I looked back and saw that he was behind us because I didn't want to be too rude about the whole situation, you know what I mean? And I wasn't the one doing as much talking anyway, you know what I mean? So when we come back from chow, it's like, I go put my stuff up. I come back down the stairs. I'm sleeping in cell 31 in 4B this time. So I come back down the stairs. So I come back down the stairs all chill. I just regular down the stairs joint. I come down the stairs. And when I come down the stairs, I see the dude that was talking to me, that one that was giving us the count, the old head, and another dude that was my age. They right there. I looked, the dude Robert right there. Robert was like, hey, look. He had his chest poked out. He was looking crazy. He was like, look, ain't nobody business. I ain't got nothing. Look. If anybody, you ain't gotta be scared, or you can just get out the pod. If you scared, get out the pod. Get out the pod. So I'm like, if you scared, get out the pod. So I come down the steps into the Jones. So I walk. He just, yeah, anybody. That's how his voice was sounding. He was like, yeah, anybody. So dudes were like, I was like, yo, what he stop about? He was like, he heard dudes was talking about, he had the monkey. We was in the chow hall. I'm like, oh man, I was one of them. So he like, yeah, anybody. Yeah, if you scared, get a dog. Yeah, if you scared, get a dog. And I feel him. But at the end of the day, though, bro, like, you got that thing, bro. You got the monkey shot. So, like, for real, a lot of people don't know how to handle this. And I was one of them because it made me nervous. It made me scared. It made me nervous to be like, yo, I gotta watch him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for one, I'm seeing that he's an aggressive guy. That's for one. I walk down the steps and he's being aggressive and just moving in the pod for one day, screaming on the pod. I'm like, this is crazy. So he's snapping out all loud. You know what I mean? You got that, bro. All I do was like, yeah. So I'm like, the rumor must be true. He do got that monkey. So we'll see the medical. I'm talking about that night, man, you seen medical come back to his cell, like probably like 1 o'clock in the morning. I hear the back door open. I'm like, cause y'all know I'm in 31. I'm like, I hear the back door. You gotta be on point. You hear that back door. I run to the crack of the door and look. It wasn't even the back door. It was the door under us. It was the back door on the bottom tier. So I look, I can't see them. I can hear the cart coming under me. So they go into his cell to set 11. So I hear him say, open up 11. They open up. Everybody on the door looking. Like, yo, that joke crazy. So my homeboy like, yo, that's medical. But all right, so I lay back down. My roommate was like, yo, that's medical bringing bro all them Skittles. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, man, I'm telling you, man, people that got that, man, them people take Skittles, bro. Like, I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. Like, for real, like that's an unfortunate situation. I'm like, man, that's wild. Like, he in here like that, man. Like, man, look, he got to fight the joint. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy, man. So he take medicine all through the night for the joint. You know what I mean? Like, it was a known fact that Robert had this stuff. You know what I mean? So the next day roll around. Now we finally have outside rec. We go outside rec. I look, he snuck on the yard with the dude that was the I guess was a maniac predator. I don't know what he was. I know my jank kind of went off on him slightly, but that was from afar because he was calling somebody from our pod. I don't know what was going on. So he on the big yard. We on yard 2. He on the big yard walking laps with the dude. So that's when niggas started talking to dudes that was my man that's in 4A and my other homeboy that's in 4D. Both of them had the court. So I'm on yard 2 talking to both of them across the fence when they on the courts. So I'm talking to them, my homeboy, like, y'all got that maniac in the pod with y'all. I'm like, who you talking about? The new dude? He was like, yeah, dude Robert. I was like, man, how he a maniac? Man, he was like, man, he a maniac, bro. Like, first of all, he got that thing. You know what I mean? He was like, second of all, you know what I mean? He used to shake, rattle, and roll. That's how he got that thing. I'm like, for real? Man, he was like, yeah, he caught the thing in here. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, that's crazy. Like, yeah, he been had the thing. He always like, this is what he gonna be doing. He try to act regular. And if he found out you hating on him or trying to act regular, he get aggressive and he be ready to fight and everything. So first thing came in my head was like, he be wanting to fight. I'm like, yo. I say, yo, bro. I say, yo, this word on everything. I said, bro, I'm never fighting him, bro. My homeboy was like, me either, man. Me either. I was like, why would I fight him? I said, why would I? That's a lose-lose situation, man. He was like, I know, bro. You mess around, get some blood on the cut or something. I'm like, yeah, bro. I was like, man, listen. He said, so you just let him punch you in the face then, Weezy? I was like, nah, I ain't say that now. You know what I mean? He was like, well, look, I'm telling you, man, like, I'm so glad they moved him to y'all block. They was like, man, because dude is a lunatic, man. I'm telling you, man, you gonna see. So I'm like, man, all right, man. I'm like, long as he stay out my way, I ain't got nothing to do with him, man. You know what I mean? But it was good to get the count on what was going on. You know what I mean? So Robert continued doing what he was doing. He really didn't put up a fuss about nothing for real, like quiet. Didn't hang with nobody in the pod. When he go outside, he going to talk to dudes. But I noticed he started working out in the pod. You know, he started trying to do little different things. So I could see the psycho in his eyeballs though. Now that my man done schooled me, I'm like, yeah, Robert got it. Robert a maniac. Like, so I can remember one day we was shooting dice. And this is like majority of, you know, we weren't all young dudes, majority of young dudes down there because it was basically us versus Richard. So we down there shooting dice. Now, where we shoot dice at, we shoot dice in that back corner, what I'm telling y'all about, like all the way down by cell 22, by that back door, slightly by where they cut hair at, by that toilet right there. That's where we shoot dice at, behind that toilet. We all be right there shooting dice. So we back there shooting dice. Now, the whole time we've been shooting dice, this man went out in the pod. They call cell break. I look up. This man come out of the cell like this. Come out of the cell like a warrior. He had gloves on his hand. He was like, he walked over there and seen us shooting dice. I'm like, I spot him because I'm shooting him. I got the bank. I'm like, hey, look, how much you got? 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 All right, put it down. That's a bet. That's a bet. I'm rocking the dice like this. I'm like, and then I see him come walking up. I'm like, fake ass Michael Myers looking at us. I'm like, man, what the hell is this nigga, man? I'm like, he walk up. He like, he ain't close to us, but he walk up. He got to like by the steps. And he got on the steps. He start doing push-ups. He like, that nigga start doing push-ups and shit. I'm like, looking at his ass. I'm like, I mean, I just continue shooting dice. You know what I mean? So he continued working out. So like, after about 20, 30 minutes of him working out, Now he's working out and he's sweating profusely, y'all. I'm talking about this man's shirt wet. He one of them sweaters, like his shirt wet, everything. His scully was wet, everything. He down, he dripping sweat. So after he'll do his push-ups, he'll walk past our dice game like, man was giving us the Mr. Wonderful walk. He was like, you know how it be when you working out, you feeling all puffed up, pause, you like. So he ain't really close, but he's getting close. So after he started walking his laps past us when we were shooting dice at, he stopped at the back door. Then he got to the back door, he was like, this man started doing jumping jacks. I'm like, so as he started doing jumping jacks, y'all, I promise y'all, man, like I won't no problem with his walking laps and moving around like how he was doing. But when he started doing jumping jacks, now mind you, this man he got probably a shirt on under this, but he had a sweatshirt on. He got his pants on, he got his boots on, he got a scully on, so he's sweating crazy. Soon as this man started doing jumping jacks, y'all, I promise you, I look, one landed over by where I was betting the dude at, like right by the jump. I see a sweaty jump came over there. That jump, cause you know he moving, that jump moved. I said, sweat landed right there. My homeboy grabbed his money. I was like, yo, man, grab the money, man. Everybody got up, dude from Richard turned around, I was like, yo, look, man. The hell is you doing, man? You sweating all over the dice game, man. He was like, he moved his headphones. He was like, I gotta work out. What, you don't want me to work out? Dudes was like, yo, man. I was like, yo, look, respectfully, man, Robert. I was like, look, and the reason why I was saying something, because I was running the dice game. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, Robert, respectfully, man, look, we gambling over here, man. You can't be sweating over the money, man. He was like, I ain't bothering nobody. So he just did some more jumping jacks. So so everybody like, man, what's up with bro, man? He wilding out, man. This man just, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to take it there, but like, damn, bro, like you just gonna sweat all over our dice game? Like you doing it like that? So I'm getting mad, but I'm checking myself all in one motion because it's like, yo, this one of them jumps you can't win, Weezy. Chill out, Weezy, you can't win this one. So I'm like, he's sweating and shit. Like, every time he finishes jumping jack set, he keep looking at us. He like, so he do it again. This time he do it. The sweat hit the Richmond dude right on his neck. Richmond dude got up like, yo, look. He grabbed his shirt. That man took his shirt. That man felt like he had acid on his body. That man was like, yo, short. Hey, that's worse. Say, yo, throw my jump there. He told us, hey, get my jump. Robert was like, Robert put his back to the wall. He's like, this homeboy calm down, chill, man. Chill. Like, no, man, he dropped sweat on me. Man, got the monkey. My homeboy was like, yo, you need to go to medical and get checked out. I was like, yo, dice game over with, man. Yo, how much you got, man? I ain't got time for this, man. This man out of control. This man just think he can just do whatever he want because he got the monkey. Bro, what you think you can't get beat up because you got the monkey, bro? You wildin', bro. So boom. That's how I was feeling, but still, I wasn't gonna be the Huckleberry, y'all. I'm sorry, dude from Richmond is blacking out. He's snapping. I'm like, this dude, wow, man. This man think he can just do whatever he want because he got the thing. Bro, you can't do whatever you want, bro. I'm mad as hell. You done messed my dice game up, so I cash everybody out. I get up. I'm like, man, I go stand there by my homeboy. He was like, man, that shit crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, listen. This man got the game fucked up. Like nobody won't beat his ass. So the dude, another dude from Richmond calmed the dude down that was snapping out. So he was like, yo, man, for real, man. That shit crazy. So I looked up. I seen the CO come in. I see the dude from Richmond pull up on the CO. He hollering at him. You know what I mean? The CO was like he understood. The next thing you know, the slider door opened up. You seen bro leaving out. You know what I mean, bro dipped. I looked out the window. Bro dipped down the sidewalk. Bro went to medical. That's word, man. Bro went to medical and told him, like, dude sweated on him, man. They was like, when he came back, though, he told them niggas, like, yo, the nurse was like, yo, you can't get it like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, no, man, such is better, man. So, look, he was like, yo, nurse told me I couldn't even get it like that. Like I was like, still, man, I want a blood test. I was like, man, it's crazy, man. Either way, he kind of like opened up a whole box of dudes now. Everybody gonna move on eggshell game, y'all. So, boom. That's how I was gonna move, man. So at the end of the day, Robert didn't give a shit. Robert was holding his ground like, yeah, I dare one of y'all motherfuckers to come fight me. I'm gonna scratch the shit out of one of y'all niggas. And I'm sorry I gotta put it like this, man. But that's the type of, like, that's how he was giving his energy. His energy was on some shit like, yeah, come fight me. I'm gonna scratch y'all motherfuckers. And that's crazy, man, if he was thinking like that, man. That's crazy, man. But that's the type of energy he was letting out. And I saw it. And I saw it, man, because he was willing to call anybody bluff. It was like he was on a suicide mission. And like usually it don't be like that. You know what I mean? But he was on a suicide mission. So I said, okay. I said, this dude wild. So I'm gonna stay out his way. He ain't gotta worry about it, man. I said, because for real, man, like I ain't really got no problem with this man. So now I'm in the pod for like almost a month or two. He in there for a little second now too. So for real, it was like he stayed out our way and we stayed out his way. Like, yeah, he's a nigga in the block that got that thing. He got the monkey shot. But we was staying out each other's way, especially after that dice game situation, man. So sometimes we used to have a cool CO, and he used to be cool enough to the point where that, like, if we getting fed in the building, because this is around the time where they would feed you in the building a lot, especially lunch and dinner, stuff like that. They wouldn't be out enough officers to let a lot of people go to child. So this is around the time that was happening. This is before they actually assigned dudes like, yo, you gonna be the ones that pass the trays out because we feeding in the building like this a lot. This is before that. They were freelancing. They would just pick people. You cool with this CO? He'll pull this guy out. This CO might be cool with this dude. He'll pull that guy out. Like, it wasn't a locked person that was coming out passing the trays out. So they come in with the trays. So this time they come around with the trays. They got the Salisbury steak game. Like, this junk it won't all of that. It was a little patty joint, you know what I mean? Fake hamburger, you know what I mean? But you know, when you hungry, you gotta eat. So like, for real, I was already plotting on it because I already had bought a dude joint. So when they come in with the cart, we all out at wreck. So the CO was like, look, y'all step in, let me pass this food out right fast for y'all, man. So everybody, that's what dudes be like, yo, let me, you know what I mean? So I walk to the joint. So the cart right there, I see the one dude that always be fucking with it. He standing by the car. He like, yeah, look, man. I was like, that's the Salisbury steak. He like, yeah. He was like, yeah, look, all right, we about to pass it out. Y'all hurry up, we can pass it out and come back out. So everybody, all right. So I look, I see Robert like, he putting gloves on. He like, I'll help. When he said that, I promise y'all, man, it felt like I was on Casino. Like I heard the ding, 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 ding. He's putting his gloves on. I'm like, I was like, you would help. So I don't know if he heard me. I was like, you would help. So another dude was like, nah, you ain't passing the trays out. Rob was like, I got gloves on. I said, yo, man. I said, man, watch out, man. I told the CO, I was like, yo, look, if you let him pass the trays out, the CO was like, man, anybody, come on, man, let him pass the trays out. He got on gloves. I'm like, yo, if you let him pass the trays out, man, nah, man. So I went to the junk, some gorilla monsoon shit, some crazy maniac shit. Open the goddamn junk. I was like, man, let me get my tray. I grabbed my tray. Everybody start walking up. Give me my tray. Give me my tray. All you see was people grabbing trays. Everybody getting trays. Just walk. Dude, all right, if you ain't eat, blame it on white now. Blame it on white now. I'm like, this, some other stuff like this in my tray. I'm like, man, I ain't trying. Hey, bro, bring me that Salisbury steak, bro. You can keep the mashed potato game, bro. Yeah, man, he ain't passing my food out, man. I'm sorry. And I know I was petty, but at the end of the day, no, man, you gotta put your foot down somewhere. I said no. So everybody bucked and grabbed a tray. So it wasn't a moment that nobody got fed. So after everybody ate, he was like, bring your trays back out. He gave us Empire Rec. So we got Empire Rec. My word. Robert come out, he was like, and then cut the TV off. He was like, y'all gotta learn to live with me. Yeah, y'all gonna have to learn to live with me. I'm a human being like everybody else. Y'all gonna have to learn to live with me, especially you. And he was pointing at me. He was like, yeah, especially you. Y'all gonna have to learn to live with me. Y'all gonna have to learn to live with me. I'm regular. Just because I'm HIV positive don't mean I can't have a job.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.